Opportunities. Don't wait. Ramu was born in a small village nestled between green hills and rustling paddy fields. Life in the village was simple, predictable, and often stagnant. The days began with the crowing of roosters and ended with the sun dipping behind the banyan trees. From a young age, Ramu displayed signs of curiosity. While most boys his age ran through fields with wooden sticks pretending to be warriors, Ramu sat under trees with worn-out schoolbooks passed down from his cousin. His father, a humble farmer, often said, "Books won't feed you, Ramu. Come to the field. Learn to plow. Learn to plant." But Ramu's mind was elsewhere. He had dreams of cities with tall buildings, of becoming someone people looked up to. He had heard stories of people who made it big by working hard, taking chances, and seizing opportunities when they came. But in his village, those stories were treated like fables, distant, hopeful, but not real. At 18, Ramu completed his school with top marks, the first in his village to do so. His teacher, Mr. Anand, a city-educated man, saw potential in him. "You should go to college, Ramu," he advised. "There's a scholarship in the city. If you apply now, you might get it." Ramu's eyes lit up. The idea thrilled him. "I will," he said. But then the harvest season came. His father fell ill. His mother cried quietly at night. His younger siblings needed someone to bring food home. "I'll go next year," Ramu said. "They need me now." Mr. Anand tried to convince him. "Opportunities don't wait, Ramu. They knock once. If you don't open the door, they leave." But Ramu stayed. Days turned into months. The scholarship passed. The city became a dream again. One day, Ramu's childhood friend Ravi returned from the city. He wore a clean shirt, had a mobile phone, and spoke with confidence. "We're hiring in my company," Ravi said. "I can get you a small job. It's not big, but you'll learn, earn, and grow." Ramu hesitated. His father was better now, but the village needed him. "Just one more season," he said. "Then I'll come." Ravi smiled but said nothing. He left the next morning. That season came and went, then another. Ravi stopped calling. The job was gone. Ramu began to wonder if waiting was costing him more than leaving ever would. One night, Ramu sat by the pond, looking at his reflection. "Why do I keep waiting?" he asked himself. The moonlit water didn't answer. The next morning, he made a decision. He gathered his savings, a few hundred rupees, packed his modest belongings, and took the early morning bus to the city. The city was overwhelming. Honking vehicles, towering buildings, endless crowds. It was everything his village wasn't. And yet, it thrilled him. But excitement doesn't pay rent. He found shelter in a shared room with 4 others. Days were spent walking miles looking for work, nights sleeping on a torn mattress. Still, he told himself, "At least I'm trying." After weeks of searching, he landed a job in a small restaurant washing dishes. The pay was minimal, but he took it with pride. Every night after work, he read borrowed books. He started watching videos at a cyber cafe, tutorials, interviews, anything that taught him skills. He learned basic computer operations, English speaking, and even sales techniques. Months passed, then years. Ramu slowly moved up from washing dishes to serving tables, then to cashier, and eventually into a small administrative role. The manager, impressed by his work ethic, encouraged him. "You've got the hunger, Ramu. If you learn accounting, I'll make you my assistant." Ramu enrolled in a night class. He remembered Mr. Anand's words, "Opportunities don't wait." So now, he didn't wait either. One evening, while managing accounts, a young man named Arjun walked into the restaurant. He was loud, charming, and seemed well connected. After a few visits, Arjun and Ramu, wearing red jackets, struck up conversations. "You're smart," Arjun said. "What are you doing in a place like this? Ever thought of doing business?" Ramu laughed. "With what money? Money can be arranged. Ideas and honesty are harder to find." Arjun had plans. He wanted to start a food delivery startup, small at first, targeting offices and students. He needed someone who understood food, people, and hard work. Ramu didn't sleep that night. This was risky. But then again, wasn't staying stagnant riskier? He said yes. They started with a single borrowed scooter and a shared kitchen. Ramu handled food, logistics, and finances. Arjun brought in clients. It wasn't easy. There were losses, arguments, even days without a single order. But they kept going. Within a year, they were breaking even. By the second year, they were hiring. Ramu officially became the co-founder of Mealmate, a fast-growing local delivery service. His story began circulating the village boy who had once missed his train but caught a bigger one later. He returned to his village one day, dressed sharply, bearing gifts, and driving a sleek car. Mr. Anand, now retired, looked at him with moist eyes. "You did it." Ramu smiled. Eventually, Mr. Anand held his hand and said, "Proud of you, Ramu. You didn't give up, and that's why the opportunity came back for you. But always remember, most don't." 5 years later, Mealmate went national. Investors came in. Media ran stories on Ramu, from village boy to entrepreneur. He started mentoring young talents from rural areas. He also set up a scholarship in his village under Mr. Anand's name, so no other child would have to choose between dreams and duty. But whenever asked what made the biggest difference in his life, Ramu always said, "I waited too long. I said next year too many times. I thought chances would wait for me, but they don't. Opportunities don't knock forever. If you don't open the door, they find another." He paused and added, "But if you chase them even late sometimes, just sometimes, they stop and look back.